Today, I want to show you how to write a good product description on TPT. And these skills can transfer to any product description you're using, whether it's on your own website or a different marketplace. But we're going to stick with TPT in the examples. So, this first example I have for you is one I've done for my first week of school lesson plans. And when you're writing a product description, this first part, usually about the first 3 lines, is called the snippet. They call it the snippet because if you go on TPT and you were to search a product, so for example, let's head over to TPT here. If I were to search math lessons, then there is a little snippet that comes up at the beginning. And so when someone's searching and scrolling for your product, that's going to be some of the first words they see. And also in the algorithm, there's lots and lots that goes into it, and we don't know everything. But it takes the keywords from that snippet, and a lot of that is used when someone searches for a product to find your product, to find your resource. So you want to make sure that this first snippet is filled with keywords and it really tells your customer what your product is about. And so you don't want to just stuff it with, okay, this is a first week of school plan. So I'm just going to type first week of school, back to school, teachers need this, first day lesson, whatever. You want to make it sound natural. So I start with the first week of school can be overwhelming. So I have the first week of school in my very, very first sentence. They're my very first words, but I put it in a sentence so that it was natural when you read it. And I even made sure to bold it just for the reader so it stood out more. So they're like, yeah, the first week of school is overwhelming. I am pinching their pain points and I'm trying to get to them to let them know why they need my product. There's so much to plan. There's another keyword. And planning first days of school, this entire week of plans have everything you need to kick off a successful year with your students. So I added a lot of those keywords and I really hit their pain points. Now, when you're writing a product description, the first thing you want to do is you want to sell why they need this product. Why is it going to help them? Don't tell them what's included first. Use the snippet to say what problem it's going to solve. Then I go ahead and I say, look, these daily lesson plans include, and I do a quick bullet list of what is included. I don't make this a long, lengthy paragraph that's hard to read and someone's going to bounce because there's too much to read. They can look here and see very quickly what's included. Oh, this sentence is bolded and italicized. It must be important. So I also wanted them to know that this resource is jam packed with every single detail they would need to have an engaging first week of school. Then I go on and I explain everything that, like, more of what's included, my best selling escape games. I am trying to tell them why they need it, what problems are solved. And then I go into more detail again, a bullet point of exactly what's included. Like, exactly here, this is what you will find. And then these are links that I hyperlinked to products that they can find in my store that I've included in this bundle. So they're getting an awesome, awesome deal. And then I talk about what the printable pages include and how many pages are actually included in the products. So when you're writing your product description, you really want to remember, hit those pain points and tell them what problem is being solved and explain what's in the product too. Let's go to a different example. Here's a reading escape room game that I've created for my store. Again, will your class escape in time? I made sure to have some of those keywords right there at the right there at the beginning. And then I have the word game in here. I have play it with your third, fourth, or fifth grade students. I'm trying to get all those grades there in that description. So when someone searches for TPT, these words can hopefully be pulled into that algorithm and help get it seen in the search. Then I explain that there's also a digital version that's been added. Teachers really appreciate digital versions nowadays. I highly recommend including them. After COVID, it just kind of became normal for teachers to have that in case they ever need or want a digital version. And teachers are now more comfortable using digital as well. It just adds value to your product and makes it more useful in any type of classroom. And then here we go, pinching their pain points. Don't spend hours planning a review activity for your students. I have you covered. This breakout activity will. What is it going to do for these teachers and students? Well, I explain it right here what it will do. And then I explain more of how the game is played because a lot of teachers ask that. Now, I actually don't get a whole lot of questions on this game anymore because I've kind of refined what questions people have asked me in my description. And I've explained what's included and how to play and why they need it. If you have a really good description that has a lot of key words that focus around your product, you're not going to get a whole lot of questions. And when you do, then you can say, that's a good question. I'm going to add the answer in my product description. And then I have a lot of escape room games. And so I have linked them all below. So it's just kind of an endless linking of escape room games there at the bottom. But if you have any questions about writing your descriptions, go ahead and shoot me an email at teresa@teacherauthorbrilliance.com or join our fabulous community, our Teacher Author Brilliance Club. We'd love to have you where we chat all the time about how we can improve as teacher authors and really make our products and brands stand out.